up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
Keep playing. On the double. 44, Mike, 44. And let's get that ball, D.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Back to throw. Brock, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
From the gun, Brock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And avoids the contact by sliding. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brock. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Foles. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Going 5-3. Going 5-3. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Foles. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. So
now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Joe Mixon. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, it's just hey, lock it. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's checking. He's go. Hey, Alpha. Spike.
Operating from the gun. Brock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Easy. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, shoulder. Go. Mike, check. Hey, orbit.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Coming to you. Switch.
Foles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And He knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake. Brock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, check. Ready?
To throw again. Brock. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the toss, Mixon. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Looking to throw. Brock. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 5-4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He'll drop to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Rip left, Small. 54, Mike, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Too low, got Mike, here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the 1st half of the season.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On second down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. 67 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Hurry, hurry.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Go, go!
59, Mike, check, 59. Watch the run. Mike's 59.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll look to throw here. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on second down. Foles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll try to punch it into Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
They'll look good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, exit. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here comes Grant on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brock. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Rock it. Check 99. Get it.
On first down, Brock. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On third down, Brock. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Switch. Big grip.
They'll give it to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down.
Makes it 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Brock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Sharks got it left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Under. Hey, alert three. Flat.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Jaguars 21. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You better bring. Hey, Echo. Right now, you better bring. Hey. Hey, Sam off. Ricky. Get it.
Operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Great. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Bravo. Mike 5-4.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Charlie. 59 mark. Check, 59. Let's go. Mike's 59. Yes. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, Haywood.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Ready? 18, Gator. Watch run. Watch twist. They go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
On the set.
The Jaguars 20-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch the safety creep. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo! Check. I don't think you got it, son. Ready.
2nd and 11.
Watch the slant.
Flushed it, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
You're out.
Off play action. Brock. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Foles. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's back to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First down.
Hayden Ford. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
What we got? 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Man out.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
I'm going back to you. One. Chopper! Hey! I-7! 55, Mike, 55! What we got?
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll drop the throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. Now Foles, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game,